All right, let me just cue everything up. Apologies for being a little tardy for the party. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Ooh, there we go, a little close up. All right, I didn't know that we would have another week of Diddy updates, but as you know, Tony Busby has 120 clients. He probably has a lot more now. That was from his press conference, and he had a hotline where he received allegedly 12,000 alleged calls in regards to Diddy. So slowly but surely, he's been filing these individual lawsuits because you may recall originally it was being reported that it might be a class action. He cleared that up in his press conference saying that it's not going to be a class action, it's going to be individual lawsuits. Tony Busby also said that some celebrities that were named in these accusations are slowly but surely settling those lawsuits with victims. Because I know a lot of people saw the report that I did. I've pinned the report that I did earlier today in regards to the 13-year-old girl, that the woman who says that this incident happened when she was only 13 years old is another part of the Tony Busby lawsuits. She had unnamed male celebrity in there that R'd her as well, and apparently an unnamed female celebrity. So a lot of people had the question, why aren't these people named? Who are the unnamed celebrities? Well, here's the thing. I think because of what we've heard from Tony Busby is that they're going to remain unnamed for now. Maybe they're in the middle of negotiations in regards to the lawsuit, or maybe they will be sued separately. But Tony Busby did say that some of these unnamed celebrities are settling these cases with people privately, buying off victims, basically. So I wanted to address that. But if you missed the video that I did talking about the 13-year-old girl that said that she attended this after party for the VMAs back in 2000, and she says that whatever drink that they gave her was laced. She also claims that another unnamed male celebrity R'd her while a female unnamed celebrity watched. So I covered that lawsuit in a separate video. As I've told you guys before, you're going to see a lot of accusations, a lot of lawsuits, a lot of people creating videos off of some of the conspiracy theories and things like that. We cover some of the conspiracy theories, but at the same time, in covering those conspiracy theories, I kind of give you the other side and say, well, this is what you have to think about in regards to what is being claimed, okay? So there are a few things that I want to get into in regards to Diddy, but before we get into that, I did see that the trailer for Married to Medicine was released. So, originally Quad said that the new season of Married to Medicine wouldn't begin until December. Well, Bravo said, hold on a second. We're actually going to be premiering November 24th, which is right around the corner because November is not this weekend, but the following weekend. We will get back to Diddy in just a second. I do want to play for you the trailer for Married to Medicine. Let me know if you watched the trailer for Married to Medicine.
This is the only sandbar in America with 8 black physicians.
Why is she always yelling?
So we're going to get out and we just going to kill it.
Toya
Every time
Falls.
I have vodka, it's the worst.
This season on Married to Medicine.
That's hot. Go. I'm on your ass, Cecil. That's hot. I'm ready, boo. Well, tonight we'll end in one of those. That would be nice. We're gonna get on up out of there. Eviction notice. Yes. What do?
They done stood us up on cleaning day.
Now I'm really mad.
Pause. Why is Cecil and Dr. Simone cleaning this property that they bought for their sons to rent from them? Why are they in there cleaning it? Why are they in there cleaning it? Just asking. Oh, what did I just do? I didn't. Hold on.
Y'all mighty. Eviction notice. Yes. What do?
They done stood us up on cleaning day.
Now I'm really mad. Hitting me.
They need a storyline, correct.
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Dr. Contessa's back, or did you miss
I
her?
wanted to choke the shit out of Heavenly. Good God Almighty. Hey, how you doing?
She takes Heavenly all the way down to the ground.
Just saying. Did I tell you I ran into your ex?
She just asked me about my marital affairs.
Apollo.
When the hell you gonna handle your business with Quiet? I've been trying for 5 years. Who put all of this together? It's Quad's boyfriend. Boyfriend put it all together.
You got some time?
Not that type of time. My man, baby. Welcome to Kempire.
Quad's man's falling.
Look like Phaedra got a man with her. Did anybody know Apollo and Sheree was coming? Oh. Oh, shit.
Who invited Apollo and his wife?
My husband didn't cheat. Your man does.
Probably Dr. Heavenly.
If she say one more disrespectful thing, I'm giving her a cease and desist. Get this bitch off, man.
Heavenly versus Sweet Tea
Go
again.
Don't talk about my wife.
Some people can be played with, but I'm not one of them. Who you think you're talking to, bro?
I'm talking to you, mother. What you gonna do? Come on, y'all.
Dr. Greg versus Quad's boyfriend.
Get off! No! Remember who you are. You are a goddamn doctor.
You think my husband's abusive? Yes.
Contessa, we all think your husband was abusive.
Excuse me. Are we supposed to sit down and have dinner?
Look, you may have seen the video where Quad and Dr. Heavenly are talking about Phaedra claiming that she revitalized Married to Medicine. Phaedra, you did not. Phaedra, you did not. We were all asking ourselves by the end of the season, why was Phaedra even there? She wasn't even anything worth talking about during the season. Word on the street, though, this season, Phaedra basically walks off because allegedly Heavenly invited Apollo and his wife on this trip. And so I guess Phaedra did not want to share the limelight. And that's where we get the segue of Phaedra joining Real Housewives of Atlanta. Look, Phaedra used Married to Medicine to keep her on the network, to keep a check, basically. She added nothing to Married to Medicine at all. At all. We all were like, why are you here? And Married to Medicine has been consistent. If you've been a fan of Married to Medicine, you know that they've been consistent since the beginning. Okay? So they didn't need Phaedra. They didn't need Phaedra at all. It worked out for Quad because Quad was already alienated from the group, so it was a good segue to bring Quad back into the group. Quad is good with the group now. Quad got a man, she got a storyline, and she's good with the group. We won't miss Phaedra. I mean, she's going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta anyway. Are you guys watching Dancing with the Stars? That's not a show that I watch, but I see Phaedra still on there. Is she doing well? Just saying. All right. You're right. Phaedra added nothing but her goofy faces. Ooh, yes. All right. So I briefly wanted to talk about Married to Medicine because I don't know when else we would talk about it besides the new season when it starts, November 24th. Sunday, November 24th. Black Sundays are back. So it's going to be airing, I don't know before or after Real Housewives of Potomac. Probably after, because Potomac, I don't see them switching their time slot. Yeah, Maria says, what she's on Dancing with the Stars? Yes. Where you been? Look, where you been? So Married to Medicine returns Sunday, November 24th. Okay? Fine. Let's get into the Diddy of it all. Have you guys been keeping up with the Diddy of it all? Well, we've been keeping you up to date. So if you missed anything in regards to Diddy, we've been keeping you up to date on everything. And sometimes I do these late night lives when there's so much more to cover. So the video that we posted earlier highlighted the multiple lawsuits that just came in over the weekend, which included a woman that was 13 when the incident occurred. And apparently this happened at a 2000 VMA party. She alleges that an unnamed male celebrity arred her first after she was given a laced drink, while a female unnamed celebrity watched. And after that, she claims that Diddy arred her as well. So you probably have seen those multiple headlines today and over the weekend. So that is, I don't even know at this particular point how many lawsuits. I know the New York Times did a report. that he titled, Sean Combs' Legal Woes Are Growing. Oh, no, that was another story. Where's the other? Oh, here it is. Oh no, where is it? They outlined all of his legal cases. I just had it. Where is it? Oh, I think it's over here. Or not. I had so many windows open, I forgot. But no, they outlined all of his legal cases today. They did a special report article talking about all of Sean Diddy Combs' legal cases, which we won't go through. But I also did in the last video that I did, I talked to you guys about how Diddy's stream numbers are still up, despite Diddy losing everything else that we've seen, you know, being kicked off of Revolt, having to give back the key to New York City. Apparently, he's going to have to give back the key to Miami. Despite all of that, they're saying that his streaming numbers are up. I'm not surprised by that because literally R. Kelly's streaming numbers are still up. So we talked a little bit about that in the other video, but I just want to highlight to you why people think that that might be happening. First of all, they point out this in regards to his streams. They said in the week before his arrest on September 16th, Diddy's catalog had about 3.2 million streams on services in the United States. In the weeks following, the figure rose about 50% to 4.8, according to Luminate, which supplies the data for Billboard's charts. On social media, Mr. Combs' follower count has fluctuated depending on the platform, but support on TikTok has been strong, where the hashtag #FreeDiddy has 12,000 uses. Really? So, as you know, people like R. Kelly continue to do very well in streams, regardless of what he's been accused of, convicted of, and serving time for. All right? George Howard, a professor at the Berklee College of Music, sees that this is partially a function of curiosity. Casual listeners refresh their memories about an artist's work or do their own homework in trying to understand the news. Clicking on a track is an easy and free way to do that. He said that if Tower Records were still around, it is in Japan. Just saying, in Tokyo. If Tower Records were still around, we would not see people walking in there and paying $15 for a CD to satiate that curiosity. But there's an anonymity with streaming. It's the same human impulse as looking at a car wreck. They say nostalgia or headline-driven interest may account for the recent bump in Mr. Combs' streaming numbers, but they can't explain the continued popularity of R. Kelly, who in 2022 and 2023 was sentenced to more than 30 years in prison for child crimes, trafficking, and racketeering. They said for decades, Mr. Kelly, 54, was trailed by allegations that he had SA'd minors, even as he developed a deep catalog of beloved R&B hits like Ignition Remix and I Believe I Can Fly. His career began to unravel around 2019 television documentary Surviving R. Kelly, which featured detailed stomach-churning first-person accounts from his victims. Crazy. Those fans may be defiant supporters of their idols or simply indifferent listeners who are unwilling to give up their attachment to favorite tracks. According to Chartmetric, Mr. Kelly's songs appear on 370,000 playlists on Spotify, virtually all of them created and maintained by individual fans. Mr. Kelly appears on only about 200 official playlists from Spotify, many of them involving other artists. Look, you can't stop people from listening to what they want to listen to. My biggest issue with R. Kelly's music specifically is that they said some of his music kind of was a part of his crime. So some of what we were listening to, he was giving us messages of his abuse in his music. So that's why it's hard for a lot of people to listen to R. Kelly music. But I say all that today, apparently part of why Sean Diddy Combs' music streams are up is partially, according to some experts, is because of curiosity. And now with streaming, I didn't even think about this until they said, I was like, you're right, we don't have to go into a store and buy music anymore. You can buy it from your phone and no one knows that you're still listening to R. Kelly and Diddy. Dainty Bella says, I don't listen to R. Kelly and exactly, it's disgusting. Just saying, I mean, look, but again, we can't stop people from doing it. It's just quite telling in regards to what people will say online versus what they do in private. But again, I can't tell you what to do with your free time or your music. Okay. I did a quick little video, but if you are a follower of the channel, then you already saw that I did a long form video a few days ago about Diddy's obsession with Prince Harry and Prince William. And Yana says, let me see your playlist. Honestly, that's a good question to ask on a first date. Look, that's a great question to ask on a first date. Let me see your playlist. I don't even have a playlist. I mean, I guess I do have a playlist, but I haven't updated that playlist. So I don't even know what's on that playlist. I don't even know what playlist I'm talking about. I have a playlist on Apple Music, and then I have one on Spotify, but that hasn't been updated in so long. So then there's that. I don't think there's any R. Kelly on there like that, but just saying. Mrs. Dash, she's not a first date question? Yes, it is. Let me see your playlist. Let me see your playlist. Just saying. See, Charlene says, I Believe I Can Fly still inspires me. Well, listen to Yolanda Adams' version, but again, he still gets money off of that because he wrote it. Yolanda's Adams' version, though? Now that's something else. Do you think R. Kelly is singing in jail? Is he like putting on concerts? Anyways, all right. Okay.
Such a great legacy is to
pause. Because I want to play for you, because one of the things that I mentioned, the reason why I've gone live is because there are a few Diddy updates that I want to go over, including DJ Envy defending Diddy and saying that Diddy should be able to come out on bail. As you know, on November 4th, Diddy is appealing the denial of bail. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. But there is a story out there. And again, you know, we don't always cover conspiracy theories, but I see a lot of actual media platforms covering this. So I just want to bring it to you guys. I'm not saying I believe this at all, because the source is Media Takeout. Okay, the source is Media Takeout. So as you know, there have been a lot of celebrity names connected to Diddy. And I've told you countless times, just because you saw a celebrity, including Aretha Franklin, and countless others that have gone to a Diddy party doesn't mean that they were involved in any of the Diddy mess, okay? So Media Takeout mentions Jamie Foxx. As you know, Jamie Foxx had a health crisis not too long ago. There's been so much speculation that he is a what do you call it? Not a doppelganger, not a droid. What is it? I can't even think of the word. What's going on? He's not himself, basically. A clone. Thank you. I knew the C was there. A clone. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So Media Takeout says this. Jamie Foxx is telling thousands of people that Sean Diddy Combs drugged him, and that's why he suffered a debilitating stroke just 1 year ago. Media Takeout has confirmed. But listen to this. Jamie Foxx arrives at the pre-Grammy Gala and Grammy salute to industry icons honoring Sean Diddy Combs at the Beverly Hills Hilton on January 25th, 2020 in Beverly Hills, California. They show a picture of that. Jamie is currently in the process of taping a Netflix comedy special in front of a live audience all across Los Angeles. And during the special, he talks about his stroke. During Jamie's special, which is entitled What Had Really Happened Was... Jamie explained what happened before, during, and after his stroke. Media Takeout confirmed that Jamie tells fans Diddy, this is a quote, Diddy was responsible for his stroke. According to Jamie, he was poisoned by the former Bad Boy music legend, and it wasn't quite a joke. Media Takeout confirmed that when Jamie uttered those words, fans initially started laughing, but then Jamie looked directly at a fan and gave them a look like, I'm not joking. Okay? Jamie Foxx and Diddy were friends for many years. Both men held raunchy parties at their respective Los Angeles mansions, allegedly. They've always said for years that Jamie Foxx used to have the naked basketball parties or something like that. That's been something that people have said for years. That has never been confirmed, okay? But Diddy no longer is friends with Jamie, Media Takeout confirmed. The two men fell out years ago over a business deal gone bad. Jamie did not elaborate in the special. So how would you say something, if you're doing a comedy special, how do you say something like that and just move on? Without some sort of like punchline? So Jamie in the special did not elaborate about why Diddy poisoned him. He just made the comment, gave the fans a concerned look, and continued on with the comedy show. You'll get a chance to see the special, which will be airing on Netflix next month. So the only time will tell if this story is actually true. And then maybe once we see, we're like, oh no, he was telling a joke. Because I feel like there's a lot of context. And again, I always tell you guys, this is media takeout. So every once in a while, they're correct. So I will give them their credit. However, only time will tell once this Netflix special comes out next month, whether or not Jamie Foxx actually accused Diddy of poisoning him. Mr. Melvin Magic says, I remember hearing about the Jamie Foxx parties years ago and Will Smith might have been there. I mean, we've heard about it for years, but no one has ever really confirmed it. But again, we also heard for years that Diddy was doing what Diddy was doing. We didn't know the extent of it, but we heard some things over the years. So that's what Media Takeout, again, I'm prefacing with Media Takeout is reporting that this is what Diddy allegedly did to Jamie Foxx, and that's why Jamie Foxx was almost not with us anymore. That is a great question to ask them, Tarot Cavi. I might have to pull a card. Look, pull a cord. All right, so I wanted to mention that, but rewinding the tape. So DJ Envy and his wife, as you know, they have a podcast. And there's this clip going around in regards to them talking about the Diddy situation. Okay, so I want to play a clip for you of what DJ Envy had to say about Diddy being denied bail. Okay?
But relating to the new charges, we haven't seen the evidence. I can say that it appears as though he's guilty, but I can't cast my judgment until I hear a lot more about it. But it doesn't look good for him.
I will say this, Diddy's a freaky nigga. Like freaky. Like freaky Friday, freaky Thursday, freaky Monday, freaky Wednesday. And there's nothing wrong with being a freaky person.
There's nothing wrong with being a freaky person.
So the fact that he has 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube just means he just likes to get shit popping. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing illegal about that. Now, the one thing I will say that I don't like is I don't like how people, I mean, everybody's gonna crack a joke. I mean, it is what it is. I don't like how people convict him before hearing all of the evidence, right? I didn't like the fact that they didn't give him a bond. And the reason is he was gonna put up $50 million, his house, his mom's house. The reason I feel that is he was giving up his passports. Diddy has 3 kids without a mom, right? Mm-hmm. Kim Porter passed away. So he has 2 twins that are 17 years old that don't have their dad right now and probably won't have their dad for the next 2 years until the trial is over. I feel like he should have got a bond and been able to fight this outside while he did. Harvey Weinstein had a bond. Bill Cosby had a bond. OJ had a bond. And people could say OJ ran. He took off and they chased him and he still had a bond. Now, in this society, it feels like you're guilty and you have to prove yourself to be innocent. But it should be
Speaking from experience,
you should be innocent to proven guilty. Now, the stories that I'm hearing, like I said, I don't know. Hopefully soon we'll see evidence, but I do think it's sad that somebody with such a great legacy is destroyed because of the things that he did. Now, if he did do the things that they said that he did, he should go to jail for a long time. If he did, absolutely, positively, not even looking back, he should fucking go to jail. But we'll see. And the reason I asked you is because, you know, people always ask, how does that affect how you listen to his music, though?
Before I answer that question, him having 3 children that are already without a mother and potentially will be without a father if, you know, being that he's not released on bond has nothing to do with it.
It does.
Not to me.
Well, it does. Look at.
Hold on. I don't think that has anything to do with it. There's a lot of people that commit crimes that their home life is not all sewn up. That's not a factor. If I'm a judge, that's not a factor. Hopefully you have family that can step in your absence. I'm more so just leaning to what's fair because I don't believe in anyone being convicted until, you know, they're proven guilty. But
pause. I know she's just basing this off of the federal case. However, we all saw the video of Diddy harming Cassie at the now closed Intercontinental Hotel in 2016, which was released by CNN. We all saw that. So we know he's guilty of that, without a doubt. And he should serve time for that. So maybe this bail situation might be him sitting in jail is what he needed. DJ Envy is always, someone in the comments says, DJ Envy is always on the wrong side of right. I mean, this might be talking from personal experience. As you remember, we were covering a story in regards to DJ Envy and him being associated with this whole huge scam situation. He has, I don't know if he's still facing potential lawsuits right now in regards to it, but right now he's free and fine, okay? In regards to the other people that were given bail, I want to preface this by saying there are a lot of people that get on the internet and say things as if they were fact and only to be proven, no, that's not actually the situation. I'm not saying that's what's happening with DJ Envy. I personally have not double checked to confirm what DJ Envy says about Harvey Weinstein or R. Kelly or Bill Cosby if they were given bond. I haven't fact checked that. But what I have noticed, especially in the era of this Diddy downfall, is that everyone just gets on the internet and just says whatever and people just run with it. So I just want to confirm, we have not confirmed that all those individuals that DJ Envy mentioned actually in fact received bond. We do know that they did end up going to jail though. But even despite all the names that he mentioned, when you think about what Diddy has gotten away with for the last 30 years and what he's being accused of, allegedly getting people in compromising positions on video, and some of those people might be very powerful people, Diddy's a whole other level that we are not even talking about. He's even worse than probably a Harvey Weinstein or a Bill Cosby. Like, they did terrible things. But Diddy might be the worst of it. He's being accused of offing people as well. I know those aren't the actual accusations that the Southern District of New York is covering, but he's being accused of some terrible, terrible things. And I get it. Look, everyone has a podcast. Everyone can have an opinion. But once you put that opinion out there, everyone can respond to it. Very much like here. I'm putting out my opinion. Some of you will disagree. Some of you will agree. That's fine. It's all about how you share your opinion. So that is DJ Envy's perspective. He says, he has 3 kids without a mom. Well, if he did what he did, was he thinking about that? Was he thinking about the fact that he's not going to be there for the kids? And honestly, on November 4th, his birthday, when they have this bail appeal, I don't think he's going to get it. And they are going to miss out on their father because he was so reckless with his behavior. Because we have to remember, what did they find in this raid? They found pows without serial numbers, which already is a federal offense. They found possibly drugs, freak-off materials. I mean, that is what they're going to have to argue in the Fed cases. Was this consensual? Some will say yes, it was. Some will say, based off the videos, this is what people are alleging that are on these videos. You clearly see people allegedly unable to give consent. Miss Parker says, Kempire, Envy's twerking on a dangerous fence. Well, I don't even think he was twerking on a fence, to be honest with you. Again, these are people that know Diddy. Here's the other argument. We've talked about this before. When people say that Diddy, it's terrible because he has an amazing legacy in this business. Okay, you can say that, but a part of his legacy also was stealing from his artist. We talked about that for years on how he allegedly stole from his artists. To me, it's sort of like, did he really have an amazing legacy, or did he gain his power and influence and his legacy in a nefarious way? So when I was talking about Diddy inviting Prince Harry and Prince William to his parties 10 plus times, according to his former publicist, I'm like, was he just trying to get them to a party in order to get influence over on that side in another realm of power? It seems in alignment with the way that he moved. Who knows? Who knows? But like I said, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but we're also entitled to say, we don't agree. We don't agree. So that's DJ Envy's opinion on the Diddy of it all. He's concerned, you know, the kids without their parents. And look, I feel for Kim Porter's children, but Diddy took these risks. He took this risk. And allegedly, they found pink powder in his hotel the day of his arrest. Speaking of pink powder, in the last video that we did, we talked about Liam Payne. For those that may have missed it, I've pinned it here in the live chat. Shout out to the replay crew as well. Guys, don't forget to like the video. It's easy and it's free and it helps support the channel. The pink powder, they found that the day of his arrest, allegedly. I'm not going to say what it actually is because it's like a mix of stuff. It's not your regular, you know, the booger sugar stuff. Liam Payne apparently also, because you know there's also conspiracy theory tying Liam Payne, Naomi Campbell, and Diddy. There's all kinds of conspiracy theories. I'm just letting you know that's conspiracy. There's no fact connected to it. What is connected though, because we never really even knew about this particular drug until Diddy. Remember we heard that in a lawsuit. I think it was Lil Rod's lawsuit accusing Young Miami of, you know, being like a mule. Okay? So they're saying that Liam Payne had that in his system based off a mini autopsy. They're still conducting the autopsy. His body is still in Argentina. They said that was in his body. Allegedly, I saw that, not allegedly, I think this is fact, that the police did speak to the person that dealt him the drugs, and he wasn't arrested. And some say that based off of the effects of pink powder, it will make you have hallucinations and things like that. Mama Ali, thank you so much for the super chat. I missed what you said. Let me see if I can find it. Apologies, I was in the middle of a thought and I didn't want to miss it. I think Mama Ali was reminding you guys to like the video if you haven't liked it already. So thank you, Mama Ali, for the super chat. Damn, it was so far ago. Oh, here it is. Mama Ali says, come on, friends, like the live. You're here. Obviously, you're liking it, so hit that thumbs up. It's free and it's easy. Thank you so much. Alex, thank you for being a member for a month. He says, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, would have never shown up to a Diddy party. Well, they have been in the same rooms before, but yeah. Look, yeah. Thank you so much, Julie, for the super chat. Julie says 1,700 in the chat and 337 likes. Hit that like button. I think people come in and they forget, but liking is a nice support. I don't have to be here live at this time of the night. I could have waited till tomorrow. But I miss a day, you miss a lot, honestly, because there's just so much that comes out. Like I said, I did a separate video earlier today talking about Diddy, but yeah. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. And while you're there, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. I will upload an audio version of this to our podcast, along with our Real Housewives of Potomac recap from earlier today, just in case you missed any of those, okay? So that's what DJ Envy had to say in regards to the Diddy of it all today. Let me just double check to see if there was something else that I wanted to cover in regards to Diddy before we get into the Q&A section of our conversation. I have so many windows open. Okay, I covered that. We recovered that. We covered that. And as I said to you before, there are multiple lawsuits that Diddy's facing. So along with the lawsuit in regards to the 13-year-old woman, well, the 13-year-old girl at the time, there were other lawsuits that were filed. So let me just remind you in regards to, so 5 new lawsuits accusing Sean Diddy Combs of SA have been filed by 2 men and 3 women, one of whom is 13 at the time. She claims that she was AR'd. All right, so there were 5 new lawsuits that were filed, but we have to remember, Tony Busby, who's representing the majority of these new cases that you're seeing, has 120 lawsuits. 25 of those lawsuits are apparently minors. Miss Melamed, yes, it's fading. Look, it's happening. My pimple's going away. Thank God. Look, skin is skinning again. Yay. Right there, dab smack in the middle. Guys, we're so close to 500 likes. Please like the video. So he had 5 new lawsuits that were filed. So we're going to continue. And that's the thing. We don't know what's going to come out from these lawsuits. And I'm trying to keep you guys up to date on everything that comes out. But those 5 new, like I said, included 2 men. You know, sometimes that becomes the headline. At this point, we know men were involved for whatever reason. All right, but now we're seeing that there are multiple minors. The last bunch of lawsuits that came out had a 9-year-old boy. Okay. So, so we had that I wanted to cover. Let me just find, because I know that the New York Times post. Oh, here it is. Is this it? Oh, here it is. Yes. So the New York Times posted an article earlier today talking about the lawsuits against Sean Combs. So they listed all the lawsuits because at this particular point, there's so many lawsuits, it's hard to keep up. Yes, I said 9-year-old boy was one of the lawsuits that came out. Yes, I have heard that Tony Busby can be a little shady. Look, at the end of the day, we have to see how this all plays out. Especially because at this particular point, I think everyone is just like, if you're saying Diddy did it, he probably did it. Oh, I know that there was a story that I wanted to cover. Hold on. There was a story that I just thought of it as I was doing this. I was like, no, there was one other thing. Because as you know, 50 Cent is working on a documentary. Y'all know that, right? In regards to Diddy. So where was that? I just want to find where, because he's talking about it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Excuse me. Oh, here it is. So People Magazine wrote this earlier today. They said 50 conversation with People, the 21 Questions rapper who's 49. Wow, he's about to be 50. Literally 50. Opens up about Combs and his alleged behaviors before he was charged with trafficking, racketeering, et cetera, on September 17th or 16th? Some of these articles have the wrong date. A day after being arrested at a Manhattan hotel. As you know, Combs has pled not guilty to the charges. Speaking about how he would poke fun at Combs' life during concerts and on social media before the star's recent legal troubles, 50 Cent says, "Look, it seems like I've been doing some extremely outrageous things, but I haven't. It's really me just saying what I've been saying for 10 years. He adds, now it's becoming more full-facing in the news with the puffy stuff, but away from that, I'm like, yo, it's just my perspective because I stayed away from that stuff the entire time because this is not my style." 50, who will soon embark on In the Club Las Vegas residency, and Combs first began feuding following the release of the 2006 diss track, The Bomb, in which 50 Cent accused Combs of having something to do with 1997 murder of Notorious B.I.G. Combs has denied those accusations. The two have since gone back and forth with each other, with drama building up as they both represented rival vodka brands. Sidebar, it makes me wonder if 50 Cent was going against and being so vocal about Diddy for the last 10 years, wasn't he a little scared? Because I told you guys, if Diddy has been able to get away with what he's been able to get away with for the last 30 years, he knows some powerful people that were protecting him. But maybe 50 Cent had some powerful people protecting him. So a representative for Combs declined to comment on 50 Cent's comments about the Bad Boy mogul when reached by People. Following Combs' arrest, it was announced that 50, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, is making a documentary about the accusations against the disgraced star. And look, we still have not even seen apparently they're literally working on this documentary right now. I thought he already was done with the documentary and he sold it to Netflix. No, they're actively working on this documentary. I hope they do a good job with it because I've told you, I feel mixed when talking about 50 Cent and him trolling Diddy, because I don't know. There's so many people that swear that they're for the victims. However, they really aren't. They're really for themselves. And we're not going to name any people, but I always kind of felt that way with 50 Cent. Not to say that he was out for anything besides just trolling for trolling's sake, but I'm just sort of like what's your true intention? But sometimes, even if his intention is not necessarily good, it can do good. We shall see. I mean, but there's been so many Diddy stories and documentaries. I'm wondering what will this bring? How will this particular documentary be different? Unless 50, who apparently has said things over the years, maybe he's going to add his own 2 cents. 2 cents to the story. Like, is he going to drop some tea on what he's heard and seen? Now, that would be kind of telling. So, in a quote, this is a story with significant human impact. It is a complex narrative spanning decades, not just the headlines or clips seen so far. 50 Cent for G-Unit film and television and director Alexandra Stapleton, the House of Nonfiction, said in a statement to People, "We remain steadfast in our commitment to give a voice to the voiceless and to present authentic and nuanced perspectives," it continued. "While the allegations are disturbing, we urge all to remember that Sean Combs' story is not the full story of hip-hop and its culture. We aim to ensure that individual actions do not overshadow the culture's broader contributions." Okay. We shall see. We shall see. Did you guys want me to drop the call-in link? I will drop the call-in link just to get a couple of people's perspectives. So let me just do that really quickly. Live chat, I will drop the call-in link for you guys. Let's get to 600 likes. We have over 1,400 of you watching. This is a YouTube exclusive in regards to our update, so you guys get it here first. If you follow me on TikTok or anywhere else and you're not following me here, you're missing out, because this has really been the central place where we've been updating you on everything Diddy, okay? All right. Is Diddy's mom testifying against, not against him? What do you mean against him? She was just there in court supporting him. Not against him. I mean, look, you never, unless they got something on her, but I just don't see it. Look, I just don't see it. I do not see it. Okay, if you're a member of the channel, I'm gonna drop the call link for you guys first. Live chat, once we get to, we hit 500 likes. I'll drop the call link for you guys in just a second. Hold on one second, let me just drop this here. Okay, and drop this here. If 50 gives his 2 cents, that would make him 52 cents. Smart, good one. Her wig on the stand as we speak. You know what? You guys in this wig, you just will not let it go. You just won't let it go. All right, let me, hold on, y'all. Let it go. Okay, let me drop the call-in link in the live chat. All right, live chat, there goes the call-in link. All right, so what else did I want to say in regards to the Diddy of it all? Because I've covered so many separate videos in regards to Diddy, but I wanted to make sure I covered everything, because I literally just forgot about the 50 Cent story. But I did do an update earlier today letting you guys know about the 13-year-old that's accusing Diddy of R-ing her along with an unnamed celebrity and a female celebrity that watched. So there's a lot of people speculating on who that could be. Look, there is no information that gives us any clues to who these people were. Like I said before, Tony Busby claims that some of these celebrities are paying off victims as we speak, okay? These damn flies. It's like 81 degrees here in New York. What's going on? Okay. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying in chat. Hey, Winter. Hold on, I'm missing some of your comments. One thing about Netflix, they know how to do a documentary. I don't trust any of the documentaries on Tubi, like the one from TMZ. I just do not trust Harvey from TMZ at all, but I do trust Netflix. They're ruthless. Good point. I mean, look, I saw, not because I'm in it for like 5 seconds, but I did see the first documentary that what do you call it? That TMZ did. It wasn't bad. However, they did use my video without my permission. I mean, it was for 5 seconds, but they did. Julie says, what do you think who will get the first exclusive interview with Diddy behind bars? Thank you for all these lives in the evening. Always appreciate it. Thank you, Julie. I don't know. I mean, part of me is saying that he wouldn't do an interview. Definitely not before his trial. But his ego is so big, I can definitely see him doing an interview maybe after he's convicted. But, you know, everyone suspects that he's going to be dropping details on a lot of people, but I don't know. Nothing has really come out just yet. Nothing has just come out just yet. Winter says, OMG, I watched The Monsters, the Menendez brothers, so good, hard to watch a little. And recently, the Menendez brothers' family came out and spoke in their defense, talking about the abuse that they experienced, and that they should be free, and that they should look at new evidence. So I don't know if the psychics are saying on whether or not the Menendez brothers will see the light of day, but that is a conversation coming out right now. Brandy says, "Damn, rest in peace to Barbara Walters. She would have got it that interview." I mean, there's a lot of really great people still around that would interview. Diane Sawyer is still around doing interviews. You know what's really a good interviewer that doesn't get a lot of respect for the way that he interviews? Howard Stern. I know a lot of what people remember of Howard Stern is, him just being, a shock jock and things like that. But if you look at some of his interviews, he really does his homework. He's probably one of the best interviewers still in the game. He's a really good interviewer. Go check some of his interviews. Go check some of his interviewers. IB says, Diane Sawyer is still here? I hope so. I didn't make that up, right? Don't call me Stacey Dash. Don't call me Stacey Dash. Who said Karamo? If y'all don't get out of here. Y'all don't get out of here. All right, let's get to some callers. Again, I dropped the call-in link for our members on the community tab, live chat. I dropped the call-in link for you guys here. I'll drop it one more time, okay? And don't forget, guys, we are still raising money for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shout out to those that are listening on the podcast as well. Don't forget, we are trying to raise money this month for Black Women's Health Imperative in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Help us reach our goal. We're only maybe like a quarter of where we need to be in order to complete this. We only have today's the 21st. We have 10 more days. 10 more days. So feel free to share our videos or donate what you can. Much appreciated, okay? All right. Someone said Trevor Noah. No. Not my Trevor. Not my Trevor. All right, Alex is backstage. We're going to bring Alex up first. Hold on. Alex, what did you want to share in regards to our Diddy update?
Hey, Kempire. I haven't called in so long. It's been forever. Sorry about if the sound is weird, I'm in a gym, so it's echoey.
What are you doing in the gym? Getting your fitness?
I am getting my fitness. I'm keeping myself healthy, keeping myself fit, toned body.
Oh!
I'm hitting the charades. I'm hitting the Sheree Whitfields right now, trying to look like Sheree Whitfield, all ripped and stuff. Anyway, listen, I have a story about Diddy, and it doesn't relate to this, but I had heard it from a friend of mine that worked in Atlanta years ago, and I didn't mention it because I didn't feel like it was real until now, after all this has come out, and now I feel it's real.
Okay.
So she worked at a club/bar in Atlanta that was it wasn't one of the more famous ones. It was kind of an off famous one. It wasn't very famous. Not a lot of people went there, but that's why a lot of celebrities would go there, because they wouldn't feel that they would be seen. And Diddy was there, and she served him and Tyrese Gibson and a couple other men. And she got their drink orders or whatever. And she went and got the drinks, got it, whatever. Came back to the table, and she saw Diddy holding how do I say this without flagging? How about I spell the first 4 words and you can come up with the rest? How about that?
Okay.
He was holding the CROTC of Tyrese Gibson.
The crotch? I think you can say crotch.
Oh, you can say crotch?
I think.
Okay.
Well, don't say it too much. Calm down.
Okay. He was holding the crotch. He was fondling Tyrese Gibson and a couple of the other men that were with him. They weren't famous, so I don't know who they are. But I thought that would be relevant now. Tyrese Gibson, you're on the radar, buddy. You're on the radar.
Here's the thing about and I always say this because it's important. It's important detail. Again, everything that the callers are saying are alleged. Okay. But
okay.
I will say this. Pay attention to the men that harm women. Pay attention to the men that are overly sexual. Pay attention to the men that are with many.
That don't settle down.
That don't settle down. Diddy never married. Pay attention to those men. Those are usually the ones that are DL in the closet. Ladies.
They don't settle down, bouncing from woman to woman. It's true.
Stacy. Look, Stacy from RHOP. Sorry, Stacy.
Say, guys, why are we coming for Stacy? Not Stacy.
I love Stacy. We're trying to save her.
Let's come for Forehead. I don't want to come for Stacy.
We're trying to save Stacy, okay?
Give Stacy a minute.
I'm trying to save her.
Give Stacy a minute. Let's come for NECA, Holy Ghost Fire. Let's not comfort. Let's not.
She's
comfort
no longer
Stacey
here. Why are we
Abrams.
even bringing her up?
Because I've been dying to say Holy Ghost fire, and I've been y'all. I was in Baltimore the other day, and guess who I saw at the unemployment office? I
Oh,
saw Robin and her roommate.
shut up, you
I saw
lying.
them at the unemployment office.
Wait,
Yes.
speaking of
Yes, they were applying for unemployment, chat. Come on
Speaking
now.
of DC, I just realized I can announce to you guys I'm coming back to DC next year. I'm coming
Yay.
back to DC next year. Tickets go on sale this Thursday. This Thursday, tickets go on sale. I'm going back to Union Stage. We had a sold out show in DC this year. So let's do it again. I'm coming back to DC. Don't get me wrong. It's the end of January, but tickets go on sale. I think it's like January 24th, whatever the Friday is in January. I think it's like January 24th. I will be back in DC for a one night only live show. Kempire After Dark returns in 2025. Okay, so DC tickets go on sale this Thursday. Of course, we'll be reminding you guys, but this is what you got to be at all the stuff. Anyways, Alex, what else did you want to say before I let you go?
Well, as Claude would say, the people are asking, are we going to have a live stream of the show so that we can join from anywhere in the country?
That's
Please?
a good question. Let me text my
I
manager.
loved that. I joined it for the New York City show with the Martha's Vineyard folk.
Mhm.
It was so nice. It was so nice. Now, when are you coming to Miami?
I know. I would love to come to Miami. We were talking about it. Things happen. It's hard booking shows, y'all. It's not easy. You know, I can't just call and be like, yes, book me.
That's true. I've just been so depressed over Nicole. I've been so depressed.
Oh. But I heard the newbie.
Depressed.
I heard the newbie for Real Housewives of Miami is pretty good.
Okay,
That's
but
what I
that's
hear.
also Anthony's ex, right?
Yeah, allegedly.
So Bravo, why are we hiring people's exes?
Because that's probably why Dr.
Melina,
Nicole. That's probably why Dr.
they're
Nicole.
all flops.
That's probably why Dr. Nicole didn't want to come back.
Problem. What? Okay, but she said she was.
Ooh, look, they're coming for your neck. Look, you breaking up.
Uh-oh. Guys, Candy's cutting off my Verizon.
Here you go.
Oh my lord.
Now you really gonna get it.
Candy
All right.
is coming for me. Candy Coated Nights is coming for me.
All right, Alex, I gotta let you go.
Oh
We have
my
a
god,
line.
Candy, get off my phone.
We have a line.
All right, bye now.
Thanks, Alex. Bye. All right, we're gonna bring up Rasani next. Hold on. Rasani, what did you want to share about our hot topics tonight?
Hey, Kim.
Hey.
Hey, Chad. I hope everyone's doing well.
We are.
Great. First, Tony Busby.
Yes, the attorney.
This selling information or whatever to celebrities or high-profile people. I'll keep it at high-profile people.
Mm-hmm.
That you can, the information or to keep them quiet. Isn't that perpetuating the problem?
I think so.
So I don't know how confident I feel in Busby for that because it's a problem.
He also gets a percentage. Keep that in mind too. He gets a percentage of that settlement.
I understand that, but I mean, if you're going to take it on and you're doing it, quote unquote, because he feels that it was morally wrong or whatever, then do the right thing. Expose everyone. Everyone needs to be out there. Also, I did see somebody say in the chat that, like people are pulling Jay-Z into the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, I'll say allegedly, but it's not allegedly because I saw it with my own two eyes.
Oh, we'll say allegedly for legal purposes here.
When I say it with I saw the video of it with my own two eyes. This was years ago. It was either, I think probably Japan or China, somewhere in Asia. And it was like a paparazzi there. So I know it wasn't AI because AI wasn't a thing then.
No.
AI wasn't even a concept then. Where the paparazzi, it was a female too, and chasing him down, asking him questions, trying to and he beat that woman down like a dog. Am I the only person that saw that?
No, I remember what you're talking about. I was like, oh, yep.
So, I mean, Jay-Z, if you can do that, then I don't put anything else past you, but I pray for you and your wife and your children. Good luck. Sloan says that you guys are the next one going down. We will see. But what?
Rasani's like, I pray for you and your children, but Salone says you and her are going down in a couple of months. Rasani.
I mean, because at the end of the day, like, you know, it's the
Wait.
children that are.
Wait. Every time someone says at the end of the day lately for me, in my head, I'm like, the day's gotta end. Glorilla. Sorry, continue.
Sorry. Okay. The children get affected by this, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for the children and all that good stuff. By the way, speaking of the children, you know how Sloan, when she did like her reading with Kim and I listened to Aaliyah and, you know, the other ones where it was, you know, these things are like ritualistic and it's a sacrifice.
Yes.
Even Kanye said it about his mom. I wonder if they do that with their children. And the reason I say that is Kimura, granted Aoki is a grown woman, but she was with a man that was like 100.
In St. Bart?
She looked, sorry?
In St. Bart.
Exactly. And she looked higher than the sky. Do you sacrifice your children for these things? Is that what we're doing? I know everybody wants some money, but there are just lines that we shouldn't cross. They're just lines. It's a line that we shouldn't cross. So when people are like, why didn't, you know, Kim's daughters go with Kimura? I wouldn't want to send my worst enemy with Kimura because I don't know what might happen after that. No, I'm okay. I'm good.
Well, to be honest with you, though, even after Kim Porter passed away, the girls were spending a lot of time with Kimura Lee.
From what I saw with her daughter, it's a poor reflection of Kimura that I would not want my child around her. Granted, I understand her daughter is of age and she can make her own decision, but she seemed, Kimura that is, that she was okay that her kid was with the man that was...
The older man.
100.
He was not 100 years. I don't know how old he was, but I don't know if he was 100.
He's closer. He's much closer to it than Aoki.
Good point. All right. Anything else?
That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Thanks, Kempire.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Rasani.
Chad. Talk to you all later.
Have a good night. Y'all are a mess. Okay. You know whose book I would read though? Kimura Lee Simmons. She remember, she's been in this industry since she was a teenager. Russell. How old was she when she met Russell? 14, 15, 16? I can't remember. So she's got a lot of stuff. I remember when Diddy yelled at her for being in the club while she was pregnant. Remember that? Just saying. All right. Arjun is backstage. We're going to bring Arjun up next. Arjun, what did you want to share in regards to this conversation?
Hello, Kempire.
Hey.
Basically, I don't have anything to say about this video. It's regarding what you said in the Potomac video.
Okay.
You know, you were saying about the Uber being cheap in Portugal?
Yes.
You need to go to India and Thailand. It's much cheaper there.
I haven't been to Thailand, but I've definitely been to India. But I took a tuk-tuk in India. I didn't take an Uber.
But now you can actually get tuk-tuk or Uber in India.
Oh.
You know, so my ride was meant to be 40 minutes, right? But the Delhi traffic was raining. We were stuck there in 3 hours. You know how much I paid? You know how much I paid on Uber?
How much?
Only 8 euros. 8 euros.
Oh my gosh.
And then in Thailand, they don't have Uber there, but they have Bolt.
Oh, yes. I use Bolt in
so
Portugal.
Cheap in Thailand. Phuket in Bolt was so cheap.
Yeah. Okay. So where are you based, Arjun?
So I'm actually from UK, but right now I'm living in Portugal.
Oh, I met a lot of expats in Portugal. A lot of people thought I was moving there. I did go look at an apartment, but no.
No, I'm actually studying here. That's why.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm an engineer. I'm an aerospace engineer.
Oh, excuse me. Smarty pants.
Yeah. So I'm actually sitting here. I know, you know what, I missed you when you came to Portugal. That's because I had my exams back then.
Oh.
So I didn't keep up with YouTube. I didn't know you were here.
Oh.
But if you were here, I would have tried. Like, I would have been in Lisbon, you know, like trying to see if you were there or not.
Yeah, I was. I was there for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
And I remember you were telling about the climbing, you saw a climbing roll. That's near my house.
Oh.
That shopping mall is near my house, literally 10 minutes away.
Okay. Well, the next time, maybe we'll bring the Kempire After Dark live show to Portugal.
I am so ready for that if you ever do.
Most definitely. Arjun, thank you.
You know, the thing is, I'm from England as well, so like, it's actually kind of sad because I'm not even going there, back home for holidays.
Yeah, you should come. We'll be there in December.
But how about the plans? I'm going to Brussels.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right. Well, enjoy. Arjun, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, I had such a fabulous time in Portugal. It was so much fun. But I also love London, and I'm excited about coming to London. Don't forget, guys, I'll be in LA November 20th. Then I'll be in London December 8th. Let's sell out both shows. Let's end the year on a big note. We started the new year on 2 sold-out shows. Let's end the year on 2 sold-out shows. Don't forget, also, just announced, tickets go on sale this Thursday for my DC show. I'm coming back to DC to talk about everything Diddy, everything Potomac, all of that. And you never know, I might invite Current. No, I'm playing. She's not going to come to my live show now after I've been dragging her 9 citations. Okay. Let's get to our last caller. Sasha's backstage. Sasha, what did you want to share?
Hi, Kempire.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Well, first of all, I just want to say I absolutely adore how colorful your audience is. I've been cracking up backstage the entire time just listening to the other callers. So I didn't catch the show from the beginning, but I did. I think I came in when you were saying something about what DJ Envy had to say about the Diddy situation.
Yes.
So I think he said something to the effect of, oh, he's just, sad for the children. And I think everyone is sad for the children because at the end of the day, children don't get to pick their parents. And they don't ask for a tumultuous life, right?
Yeah.
But if that is is a plead for mercy or a plea to say, let's show this guy some grace instead of, the children, then I think that is absolutely so weak.
Yeah.
It's the weakest plea. Because my mind, and I think most normal functioning minds would say, what about the children in these court documents? What about those children's? What about their childhoods? What about, the people who were supposed to protect them?
No.
What about getting justice for those people whose lives will never be the same and who likely won't have a very difficult time adjusting or coming back from those very dark places. And then hearing that there were children as young as 9, and who knows? I think one thing that I've come to notice following, I guess this whole pop culture machine is that Hollywood, I understand why they call it Hollyweird. It seems to be such a very, very dark and well, it can. I'll say it can be a very dark and very perverse place. But I think that a lot of people would be surprised even how normalized that type of behavior is.
Yeah.
And so I think because when we really think about it, when Cassie had initially come out with her lawsuit and Diddy settled like lickety split, he was out, practically crip walking by the pool, dancing and saying that he's untouchable. So if he has done the things that he's being accused of doing, and I absolutely believe that he's done every single thing they're accusing him of doing, allegedly. But if he can so brazenly come in front of the world stage and kind of make fun of that situation, knowing the history that he has and knowing the demonic things that he has done. I mean, this type of thing, I don't think it's rare at all. I think that it's something that is very, very pervasive throughout the Hollywood space. And I think that a lot of people are saying, name names, name names, name names. I think if we listen to child actors, I think if we listen to even children of the influencer children are speaking up now. So like children of from family channels and, you know, those children are speaking up now. It's a crazy machine. Yeah. It's a crazy machine is all I wanted to say. And this argument about legacy. So someone said, people are saying that Diddy has such a legacy. I can't even wrap my mind around what space would a comment like that even come from? That's like saying, you know, the enslavers that built America had a legacy. I mean, from the backs of enslaved people. Yep. So like you were saying before, Diddy has a history of abusing and stealing from artists and from being everything that they accuse him of being. So what legacy is that? At what price? Yeah. I don't know. Trying to wrap my head around it. It's crazy.
I think it's hard to wrap your mind around it because that's not where your mind is. It ever was. Right. You know what I mean? So it's hard for people that don't think like that or in those spaces. It's hard for us to even come to that understanding or even try to come to that understanding. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's devastating. It's devastating to see this stuff in the news, particularly the things with children or even with young people who, you know, feel they have no other way out and they, you know, for whatever reason, they have this profession and then they go into a space where they're you know, derugged and, you know, exploited
and my thing is too, we have to also understand if our own government doesn't protect children, when we have all of these school, you know, incidents, if our own government isn't protecting children, what makes us think that Hollywood is going to protect children?
Right.
And those are the people that are supposed to supposed to do these things. And then you notice the connection to celebrity and politics are always associated hand in hand, especially as we're dealing with the elections and things like that. Yeah. So that's something to keep in mind.
Absolutely. It's funny that you just brought that up because a couple of years ago I did I don't remember, it's probably some school report, but it was something about the fact that the United States is the only developed country in the world where there are no laws against advertising directly to children. So you'll see a movie like The Batman. The Batman is probably like, it's rated PG-13 or it's rated R, but they have the toys for the movie that the children cannot see technically. Yeah. They'll have the toys in McDonald's. So, because there are no laws against advertising directly to children. And so, absolutely, yeah. The government has no interest in protecting children. I think that has to fall on the community, you know?
Definitely. As Patricia just said in the live chat, she says, we as parents have to protect our children.
Right. So, yeah, parents, and like they said, it takes a village. So whoever that village is and whoever that village is made up of, absolutely, I agree wholeheartedly. Definitely.
Sasha, thank you so much for calling in.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I think that's a perfect way to end tonight's live. This was your Diddy update. We wanted to just give you some of the latest news because we did have a couple of breaking stories that happened since the last video that we did. But I have pinned that video in the live chat here on YouTube. For those that are listening to the podcast version of this, head on over to YouTube for everything Diddy that you might be missing, because some of the short form content or the shorter videos we don't post on the podcast. But when we do have a Diddy update, that's part of the reason why I talk a little bit about what we've covered in the short form here. So Shout out to everyone that's watching on YouTube and those that are listening on the podcast. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on Kempire Podcast, 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Make sure you subscribe and make sure that you guys subscribe here on YouTube if you're not subscribed already. Shout out to our King's Guards for holding us down in the live chat, our channel members, our subscribers. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for all of the likes. Let's get to 700 likes and end out this live. Get to 700 likes. We're almost there. We're almost there. Any questions, last minute questions before we go? Because it's almost 10 o'clock here in New York City. You know what, Mr. Melvin Magic. Good night, y'all. Great conversation per usual. Oh, Paula says 750 likes. 750 likes, y'all. There's over 1,200 of you here. No, Real Housewives of Miami is not canceled. They're literally filming right now. Ariana, see you in DC. Tickets go on sale this Thursday for the Kempire After Dark live show coming early next year, January 24th, I believe the date is. Whatever Friday that is. I'll be in Washington, DC, Union Stage again, DMV. Come on. Mr. Melon Magic says, would you interview Diddy? Nope. I feel like that's just too evil. Mrs. Ash says, will you be traveling for Christmas? Not sure. I mean, I'll be literally in London right before Christmas, so I might just be, and literally I'm going to California in November, London in December, probably not. It's probably the first time in a while since I'll be in New York for Christmas, which is fine. I'm in my new place. I can enjoy Christmas. I got to decorate this place for the holidays too. Julie says, stop going to repeat places and come to Toronto. We have to go where the people will allow us. And we've had good numbers at these particular venues, so they want us to come back. They want us to come back, so we're going to come back. My parents don't celebrate Christmas. Yay, T-Love. See you in California. Guys, don't forget, I'll be in LA November 20th. You have less than a month. Go get your tickets. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? Dainty Bella, maybe. Well, doesn't a new episode come out this week? The weddings come out this week in regards to Love is Blind. I did watch the last couple of episodes. We're almost at 750 likes. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Judy. The weddings, I think, are this week, right? This week, the weddings are. So maybe I'll wait till the weddings. I am going to bring Tuesday Takeover back. I just don't know when. It's hard because I'm still adjusting to my new schedule, I've been catching up on a lot of stuff the last month or two. Now I'm starting to kind of get into a routine, and I was thinking about bringing it back this month, but look, I got things coming up. I feel like there will only be one wedding, probably Garrett and was it Ashley? Would you interview Dawn again, Dawn Richard? Yeah, I would. Are you going back to Tuesday? I am, y'all. I just don't know when. Oh, Michael says, your lonely and single life was everything and helped me through a tough night. Thank you, sir. Oh, Michael, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you for that. Yeah, we had a really just impromptu live on, when was that? Friday? Friday? Yeah, so on Friday we did that. And I was being facetious when I titled it that, but we ended up having some really good conversation. So if you missed it, you can follow that here on the channel. Sweet Tea says, game over for Diddy. All right, thank you guys so much for 750 likes. I appreciate 751 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed. Well, not go to bed. I might watch something. I don't know what to watch. I'm still trying to catch up on the 90 Day Fiancé. That's also another reason why I haven't really been able to do Tuesday Takeover, because I feel so behind on 90 Day Fiancé, but I might just need to start from wherever I am. Abu, thank you so much for being a member for 10 months, almost a year. Got a well-deserved raise, so I may be looking to see Kempire live in London. Passport needs more use. Yes. Abu, where do you live? Where do you live? Congratulations on your raise. That's the cool thing about living in Europe, which is why I've always like, oh, I should live in Europe, is that I could really get some traveling done if I lived in Europe. It's so easy to get around. Paula, have a good night. Thank you so much for encouraging people to like the video. Shout out to our King's Guards. Become a member today at TeamKempire.com/join. And don't forget, we are still raising funds for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the charity Black Women's Health Imperative. We are only a quarter close to our goal, okay? Jasmine says before the 90 days. Maybe I'll just get on to before the 90 days. I should probably watch A Reasonable Doubt tonight. Maybe that's what I'll start. I always forget. I say that here, and then I get to the television. I'm like, what did I say I wanted to watch? Oh, you live in New York? I didn't know that. I don't want you to come to the New York show. Oh wait, is there a New York show coming? Well, maybe we haven't finalized one yet. So, but you never know. Watch Fight Night. Bye, Elijah. Good night, Deborah. I know everyone keeps telling me Reasonable Doubt is good, but is it dark? Is it like heavy to watch? Oh, you went to the first one? I met so many people that night. There was so many people that came that night. Woo, a blessing, but it was a lot of people. Fight Night is good. Oh, okay. One thing is, I need something light and funny to watch. Did I finish Emily in Paris? I can't remember if I did finish that or not. Julie, you can check out one of our last videos. You'll see a link. After the live, I'm going to attach it to this live as well, so you'll be able to see it here. But if you want to see it now, you can go to one of our last videos. You'll see a link like on the side or at the bottom, depending on how you're watching it. Oh, Fight Night's light and fun. That might be my go-to. I would love to come to Orlando, Florida. Oh, Angela Black is my new watch on Apple TV. Apple TV has a few good shows. That's why I haven't canceled it yet. Yes, I will do another live with Brooke and Taria. Stay tuned. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Oh, Kiara says I should watch Reasonable. A lot of you are saying it. Maybe I'll watch that first. Can please keep these lives. I run a bubble bath and indulge. So, I need to do a bubble bath. I haven't done a bubble bath in my new tub. I should do. I need to get bubble bath though. I don't have any bubble bath. Mocha says do a tarot reading night. Who follows me on TikTok? We did that a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a week ago. Hey, Auntie Eva. I know the notifications aren't going out. I don't know why. I need someone to come to the LA show with me. Nacho, there's going to be a bunch of people. There are a bunch of people in this chat that are coming to the live show. We have so many people that come with just themselves to our show. So don't feel like you would be alone coming to a Kempire After Dark show. Oh, Avon has the best bubble bath. How do I get Avon nowadays? I think I know someone that sells Avon. Are the videos of Diddy's white party on YouTube real short clips? No. See, that's why I say there's a lot of misinformation going around. And specifically, like there's AI generated videos of alleged Diddy parties that people are using on social media. We're in a generation of AI where they still are trying to figure out how to police it. It's not real. Oh, Avon online, that's what I should just do. Living purposefully. Have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. We're almost at 800 likes, though. Can we get to 800 likes? You know I'm weird about my numbers. Joey says trying to blackmail, intimidating people, and possibly unaliving people. Allegedly, that's the reason he shouldn't get bail. The kids will miss their dad due to their dad's actions. Point blank. Period. He's a lot more of a threat than some of those other people that were named. According to DJ Envy. Ooh, you're right. Dr. Teal's Epsom salt bubble baths. Oh, I need to look that. I literally saw it because I was walking around and I saw this like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a very organic store. And I saw that they had the Mr. Teal stuff in there. I should go see if they have that. See, now that's how I should do it. Did you talk about the new audio? Which new audio? Did I miss something while I was live? Because that could have happened too. That could have happened too. Hold on. I haven't seen anything. Wegmans had, does New York have a Wegmans? Oh no, I think we do, but I think that's like on the upper west side or upper east side. I don't know if we have, we have a Wegmans, but it's not popular in every area of New York. Oh, they have it at Target too. They are so good. Oh, that's good to know. There's Target everywhere in New York. Yes, we did talk about the Married to Medicine trailer. It looks so good. I'm looking forward to them, and I'm looking forward to this being the last season of Phaedra on it. Liam's autopsy said that he had pink powder in his system, which is something that we learned about with Diddy. Oh, downtown and in Brooklyn, you can find Wegmans. Oh, okay. I'm going to look around. Thank you, Christine. Oh, Donna Tien says, I came to the live show in Nashville. It was fun. I came all the way from Houston. Did I meet you, Donna Tien? I met a lot of people. We also had, at the Nashville show, we could hear Music Soul Child. You should be able to watch the replay, Lala. Yeah, we probably will do another New York City show. We just haven't announced it yet. I will be returning to DC, though. We just announced that today. I will be returning to DC at Union Stage. Tickets go on sale this Thursday. Ooh, Dr. Teal's orange body scrub is great, too. I'm going to go check it out. Dr. Teal's Epsom salt is the life for people with chronic illness. You can literally get it everywhere. I buy 5 different scents. Oh, I'm going to go check that out. Go get me some, and I'm gonna take me a bubble bath. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for 800 likes. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Who knows, we might be back again tomorrow night, but definitely I will do a separate live about Love is Blind and maybe talk more about Queen's Court. I'm literally still watching that as well. Kim, try the coconut oil, Epsom salt, and their sleep one as well. Okay, so Dr. Teal just came out with a vanilla scent. Oh my gosh. There's a bunch. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a good night. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you. Everyone, have a good night. See you all in the next one. Bye. Go check out my last video.